Easy, man. I don't think people realize how deep we are. I mean, I was starting playoff games last year. Now I'm 14, 15. Man, this is the role I wanted.
Tell 'em.
People forget about that. I chose this. So, no, it's good. It's good for me to be here, good to contribute to show not only the coaching staff, players that can still play at a high level.
Many think that it's just about scoring, too, when it comes to this league, but Frank was praising your ability to defend, too, no matter what the position is. What goes into that process?
I would have been out of the league a long time ago if it was just about scoring. People got to realize, the young generation, for me, it's positioning, knowing the players out there, what they love to do. Luka was sitting him right the whole time. But for me was, hey, stay in front, take Luka's three ball away, and don't foul him. You know he's flopping half the game, and then offensively, it's really easy. Rondo, LeBron, high IQ, space, know when to cut. It's about timing, and then make shots, because when you make shots, you stay on the floor, and you do interviews here for Spectrum.
We're going to get into LeBron's performance in just a minute, but Kuz credited Avery for his defensive ability on Luka. What kind of tone was he able to set for you guys?
I thought Kuz offensively, I think that he might not say it, but knowing AD's out there, every young player loves to start. I thought he knew he was going to get 25 to 30 minutes. He came, set the tone offensively, attacking, not just selling for the three ball. And his whole thing, his development is for us is, can you be a playmaker through a lob? I think I was either JaVale or Dwight. Defensively, not fouling. And I think that his length, I don't think he knows how tall and long his arms are. And so when he can stay in front and just contest, man, this league is tough to make long twos in this league, and he's getting better by the day.
One thing I learned, I got to speak up a little louder when I'm talking to you. How about AB, Avery Bradley, his defense on Luka?
Oh, man, on my fault. I'm talking about Kuz. I got to get Kuz love anyway.
Yeah, no doubt.
Avery Bradley's our best defensive player. It's easy. I think the way he can move his hips and get through screens, he's a bulldog out there. He's going to pick you up and he was sick. And for the way he came out, hit those threes early on, I knew we were going to win the game, because when our role players like myself, mostly Danny Green, AB, we hit shots, we're going to win games. But defensively, he's the head of the snake. Our bigs block the shots, but it's up to Avery, though.
When you hear that LeBron is experiencing flu-like symptoms, what goes through your mind in terms of what you are going to get from him?
MJ Game 6 Utah Jazz. That's what I think. Man, listen here, man. That man's superhuman. I mean, you could just see how his body, he was pacing himself, getting everyone involved. So what you have to do is, hey, just keep it close, hit timely shots, and then he's going to come around. I don't care if he's playing bad. First quarter, third quarter, eventually he's going to do it. And I think that our threes and our energy picked him up. And then you saw what he did. It was real easy out there.
Jared, thank you so much for the time. Much, Skeeter. Obviously, Avery, you guys are a no-excuse team, but Coach mentioned that he would monitor you throughout, just given the way you had been feeling. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot better. Medical staff did a great job, pumping the right meds in me and making sure I'm hydrated. As the game went on, I felt like I was gaining more energy.
For you, Kuz told me after the game that you set the tone for this squad on the defensive end with your approach to Luka. What was that?
Just trying to, make him work every single possession. He's a very good player, and I know my role on this team is bring that defensive intensity every single game, and I try to do it every single possession.
It's not often that you guys have to play without one of your centers, let alone all three of them. That 322 to close out the third quarter, what was working well with that unit? Very small ball unit.
Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with Rajon Rondo, how fast he was getting the ball up the floor, and Jared Dudley. To me, he's the player of the game. The way that he was able to play the entire game on both ends of the floor, I felt like it energized our team.
He just promoted himself out there on Twitter saying, new five-man Dudley. You cool with that, five-man Dudley?
I'm fine with that, yeah.
What was the key for you guys out of the gate? You put up 79 in the first half, the most you guys have scored in a first half this season.
I think it was our speed that we were playing with on the offensive end. LeBron was getting the ball up the floor, making the right plays, and Rajon Rondo, there was no drop-off. Once he came into the game, he was doing the same. And whenever we're playing that way, able to get stops and then push the ball, I like our chances every night.
Back-to-back, of course, what was Luka tonight will be Chris Paul for you probably tomorrow night. What's the challenge there?
Same approach. Try to make him work every single possession. Obviously, he's a very good player, but my role on this team is to bring it on the defensive end, and I'll be ready tomorrow.
Avery, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
We're going to go right back out to Dallas. Dwight Howard is speaking to the media. The way you guys started in the first half, what do you think the key to putting up 79 points? Most of the Lakers have scored in a half since like 2006.
Yeah, we was actually talking about that on the bench in the second quarter, that we almost had 80 points at halftime. So I think we wanted to come out tonight and show Dallas that we want to dominate every time we step on the court. After the last game with the Knicks and the hard foul and stuff like that, we had some messages going back and forth in the group chat about how we got to come out and dominate teams and let them know we're not playing games. We want to do it the right way. I think everybody would like to see us go and hit people and do all that stuff, but we talked about it, and the best way to show teams that we dominate is by going out and winning.
Speaking of hit people, you did there in the first half. You got hit.
Too many people got hit, and I got too many fouls tonight. So I got to do a better job of not fouling. It's a physical game, and I like to play physical, but I really got to control some movements and stuff like that. But just happy we got another win. I thought the guys who came in and played did an amazing job, and that's what happens. When you got everybody on the team that's out for one common goal, and we did that tonight.
No one wants. You guys are so well known for being big. You blocked 20 shots a couple games ago. What's to say about you that AD's out, you guys are in foul trouble, and the guys play the small ball lineup again?
We got a good team. We got a great team. We got guys who can come in and just do about anything on the floor, and we trust each other, and we just want to continue.
With Allie and media.
Coach, you start this one obviously without one of your superstars, key guys. What can be said about the tone you set from the jump?
Great team effort. Set obviously with LeBron, with the performance he had tonight. Not only scoring the ball, carrying the scoring load, but doing all the little things, and see him get 16 rebounds is pretty impressive. The pace that we played with, I think in the first half, really, we want to be a hit first type of attack, and the pace that we've been playing in the last couple games showed up in that first half, and we put 45 points up, I think, in the first quarter. I think that set the tone for the night, and a lot of other guys stepped up. It was the next man up type of thing. Kuz had a terrific performance, in the starting role. Dud stepped in. A lot of guys, really stepped up, and it was a great team win.
The final 3:22 of that third quarter, you saw a lineup out there, a pretty small lineup, given the foul trouble of your bigs. What did you see from that squad?
Just competitive spirit. That's a challenge when you got a guy like Luka Doncic out there. Not having any length at the basket, but Jared Dudley, he plays a pseudo 5, and he understands body position. He's not the longest, most athletic guy in the league, but he's one of the best in terms of field goal percentage at the rim. Because he understands body position and verticality, getting his body in front of the basketball, making it difficult to finish. So he was strong there, but and you got LJ cleaning up the glass. So just a great team win.
Coach, what's been the key to y'all winning 7 in a row now?
I think, we're committing to being in attack mode, touching the paint offensively. We picked up our offensive pace of late, and, we've been pretty solid on the defensive end most of the year. So, we're winning games in different ways. This game was obviously very different than any other win that we had this year, and, that's a great sign for us if you can win games different ways.
Coach, what did you like about Kuzma's mentality tonight, starting for Anthony Davis, coming out aggressive early in that first quarter, setting his tone for you guys?
Yeah, he really picked up some of the scoring load. I like that he did it for the most part within the flow of the offense. That's what we're asking him to do is just be one of the 5 players on the court. He doesn't have to fill out any other role than just be aggressive and make the right play. And he did that tonight, and not only scored the basketball but made a number of plays with the pass as well.
After having faced him a few times, what is Luka like to face right now with the way he's emerging as a player in the league?
Well, he's just a terrific player. I'm stating the obvious, but he's very difficult to guard, and the way Coach Carlisle uses him with the lob threats, the three-point shooting support system that they have, it's the ultimate pick your poison, and they're a tough team to guard. There's a reason they're number 1 in the league in offense.
Kyle told me post-game that Avery set the tone for this squad with his defense on Luka. What specifically did you see out of AB?
Yeah, he does it every night for us, really. Picking up full court, and the other team's point guard or initiator of their offense, has a hard time getting the ball over the court and getting them into the rhythm of their offense. So if you break the rhythm of their offense early, which is what Avery does for us, it just disrupts them. We did he set the tone for it. Our guys' competitive spirit was great. We mixed in zone to try to keep them off balance. But, Avery definitely sets the tone, not only tonight, but every night.